What up, y'all? It's your boy Ben here, and for today's video we're gonna have a little fun where we can imagine a world in which we are taking all of the new megas that have been announced in Pokemon Legends Z8, which is coming out very soon, y'all, and put them into this newest pack of megas that should be coming out at the end of the month, and just kind of see what does it look like, what flavor will we get, what kind of mons, attacks, abilities will we see. So if you're excited for Pokemon Legends Z8 and most importantly for this newest mega set to be dropped, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, click the notification bell button so that you do not miss out on a thing for sure. And let's go ahead and get started. What up, y'all? It's your boy Ben here, and we are doing just what you see on the screen. We're actually gonna be going through the new megas and just kind of imagining them inside of the game here. So let's go ahead and just dive right on into our very first one, which is a Mega Chestnut EX. Now I will say, I am not a card developer, not a card designer. I just kind of looked at the design, kind of see how it felt. Maybe it matched the theme, but let me know definitely as we go through this. What are your thoughts on these cards? Would you play them? Which one's your favorite? Things like that. And then most importantly, be nice. Be nice. But if this does well, we probably can drop another one as we get to see more and more megas in the game as folks get to play it later this week. So first and foremost, we got Mega Chestnut to HP 220 grass type of Pokemon stage 2. Its ability here, right? It got the big old shield, Iron Bastion. So once during your turn before your attack, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may reduce all damage done to your Pokemon by 30 until the end of your opponent's next turn. Now, I really like how this is templated here. It has the massive shield. This is a defensive type as well. Also, this art is insane. But the shield here just allows you to actually be protected by any type of damage, right? So the only things that will really break through this is things like Macargo or things like Dragonite, the non-EX form. But even then, it is taking up 30. So if one Pokemon, if you have all 4 Pokemon and all 4 of them get hit with a Draco Meteor, 50 each, is actually only 20 each that gets reduced. You don't see that matchup very often. What I was thinking about this is Darkrai, which you see quite often, Greninja, which you see quite often, and just kind of how cool is it that that this card can stop those things from consistently happening, and this prevents it from all Pokemon, so even your bench Pokemon are pretty safe. So I thought just kind of a defensive unit to really protect everything else sounds pretty good. And since it's such a bigger unit, obviously retreat cost is a little bit more, but it has this attack, Spiny Crusher, for 60 plus. It's 2 grass energy, 1 colorless. This attack does more damage equal to the damage this Pokemon has on it. So it's taking in all the hits, and then it's just growing, right? It's getting the potential out there. So it just kind of felt with this tank kind of thing. You're getting the more damage and you release it out, right? Just kind of getting it back on there. So I kind of like the base hit for in case they don't want to attack you, but then you get to level up to do that as well. So this was our first one, and this was a lot of fun making that one as well. So let's go ahead and look at Mega Delphox. So we can look in here. Boom! Mega Delphox EX Arrow Mage here, right? 200 HP. Its ability, Ember Mind. Really kind of wanted to, obviously it's a fire type, but still kind of wanted to give it that psychic feel to it. So once during your turn, if the Pokemon is in your active spot, you may look at the top 3 cards, choose one to put in your hand, and discard the rest. So you kind of have this sense of being able to draw if you want to, right? You don't have to do it, but if you just need that extra card, need that extra either HP, you're looking for more cards, you already in Mega Delphox. If this is up front, this is your end game, right? You don't need additionally more Pokemon, because like once this thing is down, like that's it, right? Like you lose 3 points, that's the game. So like why not search for those extra cards that are gonna like help you get there? Maybe the Ember Mine gets you a Cyrus or a Sabrina, or maybe it gets you a Lily, and like you get to heal up, and then you get to survive that potential next turn, and drawing into those other cards you have left in your deck. So I thought that was really fun, but obviously being able to choose a card, I wanted there to be like a drawback in that as well. And then its attack is Astral Inferno, 40 damage base, but then it does 40 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So just doing, like it feels like Psychic, right? But whereas like it was 60, but usually that's like a 60 base, but that's for 3 energy, since you're gonna be able to attack for 2 fire energy, wanted to lower the base, but then you know it's still a mega, so it should still be able to pack a punch here. So adding that additional 40 here, this will be able to take out bigger things like Giratina, Darkrai, even 40 is 120, plus the base is 160, like one shot those kinds of things as well too. So this is pretty good, and I feel like it holds its own in that. HP isn't crazy because it is a mage at the end of the day, but it still has like that flame fire outburst. Astral Inferno really felt like I don't even know how to describe it, like whoa, like a big fire tornado kind of thing. So I liked it a lot. And as we continue, we have our, there we go, Mega Dragonite EX here. HP 250, that's right, Mega Dragonite, our dragon, which means it has no weakness. It's attacking for 160. It has its 3 energy, water, electric, and it has its colorless energy. But then you flip a coin. If heads, prevents all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. It's just supposed to be a beast tier, and like, it's just going, maybe this is too broken. Maybe this is too broken. But I just, like, if we're gonna go Mega here, and the Dragonite EX already hits for 180, right? Like you still have to flip. Yes, you can use a will here if you got him. Maybe that's game at that point, but you have to, you can always Sabrina it if the opponent is just like, nah, I'm just gonna get to this thing and like let this thing be it. You can't deal with me anymore. Maybe we do something, but or like maybe you can't use will, like, right? Like no supporters can be used during this kind of thing. But I liked it. But let me know what your thoughts are. I just Dragonite I think is like my favorite pseudo legendary. The fact that it got a mega is amazing. I'm so excited to try to get this Dragonite wherever it is, and just really have this on my team, and like making this into Pocket. I would play this card all the time, like literally all the time. So that's there. Up next we have our Mega Greninja EX here, our Shadowy Mon, our Water Ninja here, being able, it literally like just kind of like zoop, 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 like the star itself is like a helicopter, which is like really cool. It really just like moves with it like that, which is like pretty sweet. And for this 210 HP water type, we're sticking with that. Ability is Tactical Vanish. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. Any damage done to this Pokemon is reduced by 20. So just trying to do like, you know, substitution jutsu, a little smoke bomb effect. You know, if they come in there, they can get hurt because, you know, you also dropped like, you know, the little pointy things on the floor as well. Just trying to really stick to the ninja theme here, being able to do that. And by switching, you also still allow room for you to be able to retreat if needed. But oftentimes you might not want to, because that minus 20 in terms of your opponent's next attack could be really good. Shadow Strike here, 100. Discard 1 energy attached to the defending Pokemon. You attack for 2 water and colorless, and you just steal for 100. I like the supportive use of this as well. That like kind of like matches the ninja theme. 100 damage for 2 energy, no joke here as well. But you also get utility by discarding one of their energies from there, disrupting them in that sense as well too, forcing them to like have to use more energy instead of planning out their game. And then we're gonna go to Mega Hawlucha. Oh, the preview for this mon, going against Machamp in the ring and then going into its mega form, it was like pretty sick. It's just a fighting type, 210 HP, 1 retreat cost, you know, weakness to psychic here. You're just going all out. 2 energy, 130, mega flying press, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed, right? You got stunned. You just got hit with a flying press that's going zoom right on your body. like you can't move. You got to give yourself a quick second to get yourself recognized and up there. So that was really fun to think about. I think it's just like I like it that it's just straightforward for it. It just feels good. Fighting types just go right on in. But I also think that what fighting types don't typically have is a quick way to attack. In terms of a lot of things, usually they're like 4 energies, and so Mega Hawlucha though is still feels like it should still be nimble, right? Like Mega Flying Press, Ray Mysterio, like it's still flying everywhere, signature move here, so like being able to do that for a quicker energy felt good. Up next, we have Mega Malamar EX here. Now this was fun to like think about, because like when reading a lot of the descriptions about this Pokemon, it's all about like its psychic being trying to take control of folks' mind, really forcing things, forcing Pokemon or people to do things of its own choosing and not theirs. So this summer, kind of like this ability like kind of came in. Hypnotic Dominion. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon. That Pokemon is now confused and can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. Now that's cool. I like this. I think this is just if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. But you know, tomato, tomato. That's how that works out there, in case folks are just like looking at that. But your attack here is 2 energy for 60. If the depending Pokemon is confused, this attack does 60 more damage. So you still get to get to 120. This is free. You get to do this once per turn. They're confused. They also can't retreat on top of that. So like double piece, right? Like your opponent may now not be able to attack. You're now able to attack them for 120. They also can't retreat that following turn, so they have to probably Lyra out is their only like saving grace here to escape the Hypnotic Dominion. So it's not all encompassing, but it allows some good strategies here to keep your opponent trapped and to bend to your will, which is like pretty nice here. So I really liked the concept of like trapping, because they just can't, right? Like this idea that they can't move their body. So that was like pretty fun to think about. Mega Raichu X here. The Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y were really fun to think about. I think they both here, like I'm just giving you a little preview of Mega Raichu Y. They both have 3 energy in terms of their attacks here. I think Raichu definitely just has that in common. And so just try to play it around with like their electric terrain, their electric surge here in terms of what they can do here. So Mega Raichu, both of which have 190 HP, just because they can generate energy on their own, so just kind of wanted to balance that out with the HP. So you're just coming in here to hit hard, hit fast, and hopefully you can come out from here. So Energy Surge, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may attach 1 electric energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. So that just kind of gives you some room to play with, and then you can like supercharge your energy onto there. So you might not necessarily need the full ramper, since it can ramp itself, or you compare something like this to like a Tapu Koko EX, right? Like you wouldn't need the Pichu or the Raichu, not the Pichu or Raichu, the Pichu or the Zeraora, because you can generate that energy yourself from the discard pile. And then this is like Magnetic Slam, 110, discard 1 energy attached to this Pokemon, and if any Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. So you get to not only like once this is finally up, you also get to like energy surge it right back up here. So there's a way of getting around this 3 energy, keeping it there as well too. But this only really works if you're still in the active slot, which is nice. And then on the flip side, still kind of like connecting with the energy zone, once during your turn, this is Voltage Rush, you may attach 1 electric energy from your energy zone to this Pokemon. If you do, this Pokemon takes 20 damage. So Mega Raichu X here is like trying to be big body, like he's trying to do big, is just like here for it, and whereas like Mega Raichu Y felt like the more aggressive type. So like it's really just trying to run rampant here. It's really just trying to get into this Volt Crash. It's really just trying to attack quick and hard. So Volt Crash, 110 damage, discard 1 energy from this Pokemon. This attack, this also does 30 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So it's just going all out. Super fast, super aggressive ways to attack here. Out of the two, the one I'm excited about in the game to get is probably Mega Raichu Y. I think this is just a cool piece that it has here. But honestly, both of them look really, really cool. And then we have Mega Victory Bell EX here. When this trailer dropped, it was so funny because I wasn't expecting this goofy guy, but like the design kind of works. I'm not even upset with it. So here we have Mega Victory Bell EX, 220 HP, 2 Grass Energy, Sweet Scent, Acid, 100 damage, but you flip a coin if your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused, and Poison. I think it just adds to the move's name, right? Like this is just a big old poison that's like sticking in here, right? Like it's the acid that's a bit like it's holding so that way it doesn't spew. When it finally does spew, effects should happen here, right? So we have confusion, we have poison here. You want to carry your Nurse Joys, so that way you can survive throughout this. But yeah, yo, this is just kind of like the little miniature set of the megas that were announced, the new megas that were announced for Legends ZA, making their way into Pokemon Pocket. Let me know which one is your favorite, and which one would you like to see in the game, which one would you like to make a deck around, or which one just primarily is just your favorite art out of all of them. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, definitely click the notification bell so you do not miss out on a thing. And until the next one, y'all, we'll catch y'all. Peace.